efforts there of Ed van der Veer, who looks after Barney. Already the sweat dripping from the brow of the Dutchman.
140.
Has to be said, Stuart, that Barneveld won't be really recalling
60.
Blackpool with any rapture. Quarter-finalist last year, beaten by Lewis. Seemed to recollect he had a pretty poor Premier League match here as well.
140.
2 years ago, he failed to qualify for Blackpool, beaten by a certain Andy Hamilton.
And it has to be said, way back when he first came here, he arrived late and wasn't allowed to play. Certainly has made an impact since then.
45.
And he is due a good Blackpool, no question. Here's Frost from Stoke throwing a 26-gram Dogs of War dart, which is a new name for me,
60.
Stuart. You're the master of research. Tell us a bit about them.
Certainly unique, that's for sure.
95.
Yes, it's Barneveld with the Grand Slam 25. And just an interesting point, we've just watched Frost through these three darts.
100.
That Barneveld's darts are called Shark Grip. Well, we've seen an impressive performance from one sportsman called the Shark. Is another shark going to bite here in
49.
Blackpool?
Frost, who was definitely just running on pure adrenaline during that first leg.
Require 32.
Enjoying himself. But is Barney about to make sure that normal service is resumed?
That's a lovely dart.
In the third leg, Raymond Van
That was a real
Barneveld.
tricky dart, the third
Full
one.
flag
Not a lot
mark
to aim
to
at. Then look at it
Rover.
again. You see, he goes high side there and measures it to perfection.
Interesting, a new darting fitness regime and a new fitness regime as well for Barneveld. The last few weeks, 4 times a week in the gym, rowing, running and cycling. And
83.
he's changed his darts again. He's got brand new shafts on top of the barrel, which are probably about an inch
91.
shorter than Barneveld's normal darts. Now, he's been tinkering with his darts for the last 18 months, hasn't he, to try and get the right
140.
chosen weapons, but
That's a sign of a worried man, isn't it?
yeah, but he's the shafts on the darts are,
94.
there we go, they're much shorter, an inch shorter than we're normally used to with Barneveld.
And smaller flights too, I gather.
84.
Barneveld's first.
High darts has progressed. Technology in tungsten and various shafts
94.
and stems.
Range
And
required
I remember the days of the dear old Leighton Rees used to cut his own bamboo cane for his. Wouldn't trust any other.
Brass darts, feather
96.
flights, and here's
Mark
Barneveld
required
using
100.
ceramic darts. But a chance here for Mark Frost.
100 the shot. I'd really like to see the first one in the treble 20, but he's got a clear shot at double 10.
80. Raymond
Good
required
attempt.
40.
Barney for a third consecutive leg. Well, double 10 for him. Just slide that in off the barrel.
20.
And it's not that easy gliding
Mark,
style that we've come
required
to
20.
associate with Barneveld and Frost. A very real chance here, squaring the match. That's the target now. Double 5 should be high, and this one should be spot on, and isn't.
Got to take those chances, hasn't he?
20.
4 darts at a double against Barneveld. Can't afford that. Barneveld surely won't miss. He's in double 5, and he needs to pick it out here and doesn't.
10.
Oh, what a
Mark,
strange leg of
10.
darts. We've seen a maximum from Barney. We've seen some steady scoring from Frost, and they just can't finish. And Frost does now. Hallelujah. It's 2 apiece, and Barney well below par.
Game
6
on.
missed starts and a double there from Barneveld, but Frost, look at him. He's enjoying himself up there, and there's a marked contrast in the apparent attitude of both players. Barneveld looks deadly serious, and Frost is having a ball.
100.
Barneveld has gone back to what could be described as his lucky black shirt. It's the shirt, of course, he wore when he beat
60.
Taylor in the greatest game. We've seen all sorts of different colours on Barney's back over the years. The black shirt
60.
is regarded as the lucky one.
And Barneveld, well, still picking out the trebles. Just look at the release there. Silky smoothness. Far more jerky action, quicker throwing routine from Frost there. Really gives it a bit of beef.
$140.
Barneveld, fifth leg of the match, averaging just around 86.
Which is disappointing by him.
Ranger requires 76.
76 a shot for Barneveld to go ahead in the first session, double top.
Game shot.
So
to the
Barneveld
fifth leg.
takes the first session, not happy with life. He knows he can do better. We'll see after this break if he can fulfill that ambition. Yes, the performance of the night from Kevin McDonald, I would suggest. Taylor is always immaculate, but Kevin will be dining out on his performance.
100.
Well, Barney, a struggle so far, especially on the finishing. New darts again, new shafts. That's a bit better.
180.
Perfect start to the leg for Raymond Van Barneveld.
Well, and a possibility of a 9-dart finish. He has done one, of course, down at Bournemouth in the Premier League. It would set this particular tournament alight, but out of the question now.
82.
I have to say, listening, as always, it's fascinating listening to Phil Taylor saying Barney's worried about tumbling down the rankings. He's at number 2.
44.
That's when you're in the stratosphere like these two, one place can make such a world of difference. Wonderful.
95.
Well, part of the reason that Barneveld's taken on this new fitness regime is that he ran out of steam at the UK Open after beating Taylor in that epic
60.
quarter-final.
Ranger required
He
144.
was very poor against Gary Mawson in
Yes.
the semis, and that's when Barney and Ed van der Veer, his manager, decided to sit down and do something about it.
I think I'm right in saying, talking of Gary Mawson, who conquered Barneveld, that Mawson has twice been on the end of a whitewash here in Blackpool.
58. Ranger
Well,
require
it's an
86.
interesting experience for Mark Frost, and if he could just edge up, 74 his average, he needs to get another 20 on his average. Double 4 now for Barneveld to extend his lead. His
78.
finishing isn't that eye-catching, you know, 25%. And Frost can't check out on 180, but 140 would be helpful.
140.
Some of the more fancied players have already discovered it's just a case of getting over the line, isn't it, in the first round, winning that first game and